The mean age of Mbaya, Bongi, Khadija and Hussein is 11 years. Bongi is twice as old as Mbaya. Khadija and Hussein are 10 years old. How old is Bongi? We can first identify our key areas. We are told that the mean age of the 4 boys is 11 years. Bongi is twice as old as Mbaya, while Khadija and Hussein are 10 years old each. We can proceed to search for the age of Bongi. In our case, we have the 4 boys. We can proceed to solution. We have Mbaya. We also have Bongi, Khadija and Hussein. We are told that the mean age of the 4 boys is 11 years. We are told that Bongi is twice the age of Mbaya. We are also told that Khadija and Hussein are 10 years old each. From there, we want to search for the age of Bongi. We can first come up with an equation which will represent Bongi's years and Mbaya's years. Therefore, in our case, we are going to say that Mbaya will be x. Since Bongi, we are told that his age is twice the age of Mbaya, therefore Bongi will be 2x. Remember these 2x here. The 2 represents twice the age of Mbaya. From there, we can proceed to search for the sum of the age of the 4 boys. In this case, for us to get the sum of the age of the 4 boys, we are going to take the mean of the ages of the 4 boys. We multiply with the number of boys. And remember, we are told that the mean is 11 years. The number of boys in our case, they are 4. Therefore, the sum of the age of the 4 boys will be the mean, which is 11 years. We multiply with the number of boys, which is 4. 11, when we multiply with 4, we are going to get 44 years. And remember, we have the years of Khadija and Hussein. Khadija is 10 years, while Hussein is also 10 years. We want to search for the age of both Bongi and Mbaya. For us to get the age of both Bongi and Mbaya, we are first going to take the sum of the ages of Khadija and Hussein. Remember, Khadija has 10 years. Hussein also has 10 years. Therefore, the sum of the ages of Khadija and Hussein will be 10 years plus 10 years to give us 20 years. And remember, the total ages of the 4 boys is 44 years. The ages of Khadija and Hussein is 20 years. We want to search for the ages of both Bongi and Mbaya. We can proceed to search for the ages of Bongi and Mbaya. In this case, we are going to take the sum of the ages of the boys, which is 44 years. We subtract the ages of Khadija and Hussein, which is 20 years. 44 years, when we subtract 20 years, we are going to get 24 years. Remember, this 24 years is the sum of the ages of both Bongi and Mbaya. And Bongi is represented by an expression of 2x. Mbaya is represented by an expression of x. Therefore, x plus 2x should give us 24 years. We can proceed to search for the value of x. We have said that X, which is the expression representing Baya's years, plus 2X, which is the expression representing Bongi's years, should give us 24 years. X plus 2X will give us 3X is equals to 24 years. Remember, we want to search for the value of X. We are going to divide both sides with 3 for us to remain with X. Our X here will be 24 divided by 3 to give us 8 years. In this case, the age of Baya here will be 8 years. And we are asked the age of Bongi. Bongi is represented by the expression of 2X. Therefore, the age of Bongi in our case will be 2 into brackets X, which is 8. When we open our brackets, it will be 2 times 8 to give us 16. The age of Bongi in this case will be 16 years. Our correct answer is A. The mean weight of 6 girls is 30 kilograms. The total weight of 4 of the girls is 128 kilograms. If the remaining 2 girls weigh the same, what is the weight of each of the 2 girls? We can first identify our key areas. We are told that the mean weight of the 6 girls is 30 kilograms. 4 of the girls have a weight of 128 kilograms. The remaining 2 girls have a weight which is the same. We can proceed to search for the weight of each of the 2 remaining girls. We can proceed to solution. In our case, we have 6 girls. We are told that the mean of these 6 girls is 30 kilograms. Out of these 6 girls, we have 4 girls here who have a weight of 128 kilograms. We are asked the weight of the remaining 2 girls. And remember, these remaining 2 girls have the same weight. We can proceed first to search for the weight of the 6 girls. For us to get the weight of the 6 girls, we are going to take our mean, we multiply with the number of girls. And remember, our mean of the 6 girls is 30 kilograms. Therefore, the weight of the 6 girls will be 30 kilograms. We multiply with the number of girls, which is 6 girls. 30 kilograms, when we multiply with 6, we are going to get 180 kilograms. This 180 kilograms is the weight of the 6 girls. And we are told that 4 girls have a weight of 128 kilograms. The 2 remaining girls have the same weight. We can proceed to search for the weight of the 2 remaining girls. In this case, for us to get the weight of the 2 remaining girls, we are first going to take the weight of the 6 girls, which is 180 kilograms. We subtract the weight of the 4 girls, which is 128 kilograms. Therefore, the weight of the 2 remaining girls, we have said that it will be the weight of the 6 girls, which is 180 kilograms. We subtract the weight of the 4 girls, which is 128 kilograms. Therefore, the 2 girls have a weight of 180 kilograms, we subtract 128 kilograms to give us 52 kilograms. And remember, this 52 kilograms is the weight of the two girls. And these two girls have the same weight. We want to proceed to search for the weight of each girl. For us to get the weight of each girl, we are going to take the weight of the two girls we divide with the number of girls, which is 2. Therefore, the weight of each girl here will be 52 kilograms. We divide with the number of girls, which is 2. 52 kilograms, when we divide with 2, we are going to get 26 kilograms. In this case, the weight of each girl of the two remaining will be 26 kilograms. Our correct answer is A. Atieno was born when her father was 27 years old and her mother 24 years. After how many years will the mean age of Atieno and her parents be 30 years? We can proceed to solution. In our question, we have Atieno, we have her mother, and we have her father. We are told that when Atieno was born, her mother was 24 years. Her father was 27 years. Remember that when Atieno was born, he was already 0 years. We are asked after how many years will the mean age of their ages be 30 years. For us to get the number of years which will make their mean age be 30 years, we are first going to come up with an expression which will represent their mean. In this case, remember that mean is given by the sum of the ages we divide with the number of people, which is 3. Therefore, we want to search for the equation which will represent the number of years which will make the mean of their ages be 30 years. In this case, we are going to represent the number of years with x. From there, we are going to come up with an expression to represent their years. In this case, we have Atieno, we have her mother, and we have her father. Atieno will be 0 years plus x to give us x. Her mother in this case will be x plus 24 years. Her father will be x plus 27 years. Remember, we want to search the number of years which will make the mean of their ages be 30 years. And we said that mean is given by sum of their ages we divide with the number of people, which is 3. Therefore, here our mean, which will be 30 years, will be given by sum of their ages, which is x plus 24 plus x plus 27 years. We can collect our like terms together. We have x plus x plus x. We have also 24 and 27. And remember that this is our mean. And mean is given by sum of ages we divide with the number of people. Therefore, our mean here, which is 30, will be given by the sum of the ages here we divide with the number of people, which is 3. We can proceed now to take the sum of the like terms together. It will be 30 years is equals to x plus x plus x to give us 3x plus 24 plus 27. Then we divide with 3. 24 plus 27 will give us 51. Therefore, 30 years is equals to 3x plus 51. We divide with 3. We want to search for the value of x. We are going to multiply both sides with 3, which is the denominator. Remember, we have multiplied with 3 here to do away with our division. Therefore, the 3 will cancel with the 3. In our case, it will be 3x plus 51 is equals to 30 times 3 to give us 90 years. We can proceed also to collect our like terms together. We are going to remain with 3x in one side and we take 51 years to the other side. Remember, this 51 has an addition sign. When it crosses the equal sign, it will change to be minus 51. It will be 3x is equals to 90 minus 51. In this case, we have 3x is equals to 39. And remember, we are searching for the value of x. We are going to divide both sides with 3. Our x is equals to 39. We divide with 3. Our x here will be 13 years. Therefore, the number of years which will make the mean of Atieno, her mother, and her father to be 30 years, it will be 13 years. Our correct answer is A. Mutiso delivered milk to a dairy in the mornings and in the afternoons. During the month of March, he delivered an average of 78 liters every morning. If he delivered a total of 3,813 liters, what is the average number of liters he delivered every afternoon? We can first look at our key areas. We are told that Mutiso delivered milk in the month of March. He delivered an average of 78 liters every morning. The total number of liters delivered in the month of March was 3,813 liters. Remember, these 3,813 liters comprises of liters which were delivered in the mornings and in the afternoons. We can proceed to search for the average of liters delivered in every afternoon. We can proceed to solution. In our question here, we have Mutiso. We are told that Mutiso delivered milk in the month of March. He delivered this milk in the morning and afternoon. We are also told that the total number of liters delivered in the month of March was 3,813 liters. Remember, these 3,813 liters was the liters delivered in the morning and in the afternoon. We are also told that in the morning he delivered an average of 78 liters. Therefore, here in the morning he delivered an average of 78 liters. Remember, average here can also mean the mean. We want to search for the average of liters delivered in the afternoon. For us to get the average of liters delivered in the afternoon, we are first going to search for the letters which were delivered in the mornings. Remember here, the month of March has 31 days. Therefore, we can proceed to search for the letters delivered in the morning. For us to get the letters delivered in the mornings, we are going to take our average, we multiply with the number of days. In this case, the average of liters delivered in the morning was 78 liters. Therefore, the number of liters here delivered in the mornings will be the average we multiply with the number of days of the month of March. In this case here, the liters will be 78 we multiply with 31 days. 78 when we multiply with 31 days, we are going to get 2,418 liters. These 2,418 liters were the liters which were delivered in the morning. And remember that the liters which were delivered in the March will be 3,813 liters. These 3,813 liters comprises of the liters delivered in the morning and the liters delivered in the afternoon. We want to search for the liters delivered in the afternoon. For us to get the liters delivered in the afternoon, we are going to take the total number of liters delivered in the month of March. We subtract the liters of milk which were delivered in the mornings, which is 2,418 liters. We can proceed to search for the liters delivered in the afternoons. And we have said that the liters delivered in the afternoons will be the total liters delivered in the month of March, which is 3,813 liters. We subtract the liters delivered in the mornings, which is 2,418 liters. 3,813 liters when we subtract 2,418 liters, we are going to get 1,395 liters. Therefore, the liters which were delivered in the afternoons here, we have 1,395 liters. In our case, we are asked the average of liters delivered in the afternoons. Remember here, average can also mean our mean. For us to get the average, we are going to take the total number of liters, which is 1,395 liters. We divide with the number of days which are in the month of March. Remember, March has 31 days. Therefore, the average will be the total liters delivered in the afternoon. We divide with the number of days in the month of March, which is 31 days. 1,395 when we divide with 31 days, we are going to get 45 liters. Therefore, the average of liters delivered in the afternoon, they were 45 liters. Our correct answer is A. 10 pupils in a class sat for her test and had a mean score of 6.3. The score of 9 of the pupils were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, and 9. What was the score of the 10th pupil? We can proceed to solution. In our case, we have 10 pupils. We are told that these 10 pupils sat for an examination test. They got a mean score of 6.3. We are asked the marks of the 10th pupil. In this case, we are given the scores of the 9 pupils. The scores of the 9 pupils, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, and 9. We want to search for the score of the 10th pupil. For us to search for the score of the 10th pupil, we are first going to search for the total scores of the 10 pupils. For us to get the total scores for the 10 pupils, we are going to take the mean, we multiply with the number of pupils who sat for the examination test. We can proceed to search for the sum of the scores of the 10 pupils. And we have said that the sum of the scores of the 10 pupils here, in our case, will be the mean we multiply with the number of pupils who sat for the examination test. The mean here we have 6.3. The number of pupils who sat for the examination test were 10 pupils. Therefore, the sum of the scores of the 10 pupils was 6.3. We multiply with 10 to give us 63 marks. We want to search for the marks of the 10 pupil. Remember here we have the scores of the 9 pupils. For us to get the marks of the 10th pupil, we are going to search for the sum of the scores of the 9 pupils and we subtract it from the scores of the 10 pupils. In this case, we can proceed to search for the sum of the scores of the 9 pupils. And remember that we are given the scores of the 9 pupils. In our case, it will be 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9. This is going to give us 58 marks. Remember this 58 here is the sum of the scores of the 9 pupils. We have the sum of the scores of the 10 pupils, which is 63. We want to search for the score of the 10th pupil. For us to get the score of the 10 pupil, it will be the score of the 10 pupils, we subtract the score of the 9 pupils. In our case here, the score of the 10th pupil here will be the score of the 10 pupil, which is 63. We subtract the score of the 9 pupils, which is 58. 63, when we subtract 58, we are going to get 5. Therefore, the score of the 10th pupil here will be 5. In our question, our correct answer is A. The table below shows the number of pupils present in a class in 1 week. We have the days of the week and the number of pupils. On Monday, they were 41 pupils. On Tuesday, they were 45 pupils. On Wednesday, they were 43 pupils. On Thursday, they were 45 pupils, and on Friday, they were 36 pupils. What was the mean attendance of the class that week? We are asked the mean attendance of the class that 1 week. For us to get the mean attendance of the class in that 1 week, we are going to take the sum of the number of pupils who were present in that 1 week. We divide with the number of days. We can proceed to solution. In our question, we are asked the mean attendance of the class. We have said that for us to get the mean attendance of the class, we are going to take the sum of the number of pupils who were present in that 1 week. We divide with the days of the week. And remember, the days of the week here are the number of the days of the week which the pupils were present. We can proceed to search for the sum of the number of pupils. In our case here, on Monday, the pupils who were present were 41. On Tuesday, they were 45. On Wednesday, they were 43. On Thursday, they were 45. And on Friday, they were 36. We can take the sum of 41 plus 45 plus 43 plus 45 plus 36 will give us 210. And remember here, the number of days of the week are 5. Therefore, for us to get the mean attendance of the class, it will be the sum of the number of pupils who were present in 1 week. We divide with the number of days of the week. In this case here, the number of days of the week, they were 5. Therefore, the mean attendance here will be 210. We divide with 5. 210, when we divide with 5, we are going to get 42. Therefore, the mean attendance of the class in that 1 week was 42. Our correct answer is C. A farmer sold milk for all days of the week. The table below shows the amount of milk the farmer sold for 6 of the 7 days. 1 kilogram of milk was sold at 18 shillings. If the mean sale per day was 380 kilograms, how much more money did the farmer get from selling the milk on Friday than on Tuesday? Remember, we are not given the kilograms of the milk which were sold on Friday. The kilograms of the milk sold on Tuesday, they were 315 kilograms. The kilograms on Monday, they were 410 kilograms. The kilograms on Wednesday, they were 400. The kilograms of Thursday, they were 410. The kilograms of Saturday, they were 300 kilograms. The kilograms sold on Sunday, they were 420 kilograms. We can now proceed to solution. In this case, we are told that the farmer sold milk in the days of the week, and a week has 7 days. We are also told that the mean of the kilograms of the milk was 380 kilograms. We are asked the amount of money which the farmer received on Friday, which was more than the money he received on Tuesday. We are not given the amount of the kilograms the farmer sold on Friday. We are given the kilograms the farmer sold on Tuesday. Our first step will be searching for the kilograms the farmer sold on Friday. In this case, we are first going to search for the total kilograms sold in the 7 days. And for us to get the total kilograms of the milk sold in the 7 days, we are going to take the mean, we multiply with the number of days. Our mean is 380 kilograms. We multiply with 7 days. 380 kilograms, when we multiply with 7, we are going to get 2,660 kilograms. These kilograms here include the kilograms of Friday. We want to search for the kilograms for the Friday. For us to get the kilogram for the Friday, we are first going to search for the sum of the kilograms of the 6 days. We can proceed to take the sum of the kilograms of the milk for the 6 days. In our case, we have 410 kilograms. We had 315 kilograms. We had 400 kilograms. We had 410 kilograms. We had 300 kilograms, and finally we had 420 kilograms. When we had these kilograms of 6 days, we are going to get 2,255 kilograms. Remember, these kilograms are for the 6 days. We want to search for the kilograms sold on Friday. For us to get the kilograms for the Friday, we are going to take the total kilograms of the 7 days. We subtract the total kilograms of the 6 days. In our case here, the kilograms sold on the Friday, they will be 2,660 kilograms. We subtract 2,255 kilograms. When we subtract, we are going to get 405 kilograms. Remember that we are told that 1 kilogram was sold at 18 shillings. We want to search for the amount of money the farmer received on Friday. We have said the kilograms of milk sold on Friday, they were 405 kilograms. We can proceed to search for the amount received on Friday. In this case, 1 kilogram went for 18 shillings. If 1 kilogram went for 18 shillings, what about the 405 kilograms were how many shillings? We are going to cross multiply. It will be 405 we multiply with 18. 405 when we multiply with 18, we are going to get 7,290 shillings. This is the amount of money received on Friday. We want to search for the amount of money received on Tuesday. We are first going to search for the kilograms of the milk which were sold on Tuesday. The kilograms of the milk sold on Tuesday, they were 315 kilograms. Therefore, on Tuesday here, the kilograms were 315 kilograms. We want to search for the amount of money received on Tuesday. And remember, 1 kilogram went for 18 shillings. If 1 kilogram went for 18 shillings, what about the 315 kilograms were how many shillings? We are going to cross multiply. It will be 315 we multiply with 18 shillings. This will give us 5,670 shillings. And remember, we are asked how much more money did the farmer get from selling the milk on Friday than on Tuesday. In this case, we are going to take the difference. We have found that on Friday, the farmer received 7,290 shillings. On Tuesday, the farmer received 5,670 shillings. We want to take the difference in the amounts. It will be 7,290 shillings. We subtract 5,670 1,670 shillings. When we subtract, we are going to get 1,620 shillings. In this case, the amount which he received more on Friday than on Tuesday was 1,620 shillings. Our correct answer is C. In a class of 50 pupils, the mean score in an English test is 60. The mean score for the last 40 pupils was 55. What was the total score for the first 10 pupils? We can first identify our key areas. The class has a number of 50 pupils. We are told that the mean score of all the 50 pupils was 60. The mean score for the last pupils was 55. We are asked the total score for the first 10 pupils. We can proceed to solution. We are told that the class has 50 pupils. The mean score of these 50 pupils in an English test was 60 marks. We are also told that the mean score here of the last 40 pupils was 55. We are asked the total score of the first 10 pupils. For us to get the total score for the first 10 pupils, we are first going to search for the sum of the scores of the 50 pupils. In this case, we want to search for the sum of the scores of the 50 pupils. For us to get the sum of the scores of the 50 pupils, we are going to take our mean, we multiply with the number of pupils. Remember, our mean here is 60. The number of pupils is 50. Therefore, 60 times 50 will give us 3,000 marks. This 3,000 here is the sum of the scores of the 50 pupils. We can proceed to search for the sum of the scores of the last 40 pupils. And remember, we are told that the mean score of the last 40 pupils was 55. For us to get the sum of the scores of the last 40 pupils, it will be the mean we multiply with the number of the last 40 pupils. In this case, it will be the mean we multiply with the number of last 40 pupils. Therefore, our mean here is 55. We multiply with the number of last pupils, which is 40. 55 when we multiply with 40 will give us 2,200 marks. These 2,200 marks here is the sum of the scores of the last 40 pupils. We have the sum of the scores of the 50 pupils. We want to search for the sum of the scores of the first 10 pupils. For us to get the sum of the scores of the first 10 pupils, we are going to take the total score of the 50 pupils. We subtract the scores of the 40 pupils. Remember, the scores of the 50 pupils who sat for the English test was 3,000. The sum of the scores of the last 40 pupils was 2,200. Therefore, the sum of the scores of the 10 pupils, in our case, it will be 3,000, which is the scores of the 50 pupils. We subtract 2,200, which is the scores of the last 40 pupils. 3,000, when we subtract 2,200, we are going to get 800 marks. In this case, the total score for the first 10 pupils will be 800. Our correct answer is B. Below is the number of tree seedling planted by each pupil on her tree planting day. We have 8, 15, 11, 9, 17, 14, 12, 14, 13, 10, 18, 8, 9, 16, 13, 13, 10, and 12. What was the mean number of seedlings planted by each pupil? In this case, we are asked the mean number of seedlings planted by each pupil. For us to get the mean number of seedlings planted, we are going to take the sum of the tree seedlings planted and we divide with the number of pupils who planted the tree seedlings. Remember here, each number here was planted by a specific pupil. We can therefore proceed to search for the number of pupils. For us to get the number of pupils, we are going to count the tree seedlings which were planted here. In our case, the number of pupils will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Therefore, the number of pupils here were 18 pupils. From there, we can proceed to search for the mean of the seedlings planted. For us to get the mean of the seedling tree planted, we are going to take the sum of the tree seedlings planted. We divide with the number of pupils who planted the trees. We have said that the number of pupils, in our case, they were 18. From there, we can proceed to search for the sum of the tree seedlings planted. We have 8 plus 15 plus 11 plus 9 plus 17 plus 14 plus 10 plus 18 plus 8 plus 9 plus 16 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 13 plus 13 plus 10, and we had 12. When we take the sum of these three seedlings, we are going to get that the total seedlings were 222. Remember, we want to search for the mean of the tree seedlings planted. We have said that for us to get the mean of the tree seedlings planted, we are going to take the sum of the tree seedlings we divide with the number of pupils. The sum of the tree seedlings was 222. The number of pupils were 18 pupils. Therefore, our mean here will be 222. We divide with 18. 222, when we divide with 18, we are going to get 12 and 1 over 3. Therefore, the mean here was 12 and 1 over 3. Our correct answer is A. The heights in centimeters of 10 pupils are given below. We have 169, 173, 158, 170, 159, 171, 163, 159, 180, and 167. What is the mean height of the pupils? We are asked the mean height of the pupils. We are given the heights in centimeters of the 10 pupils. For us to get the mean height of the pupils, we are going to take the sum of the heights in centimeters of the 10 pupils. We divide with the number of pupils. We can proceed to solution. In this case, we have said that the mean height of the pupils will be the sum of the total heights of the pupils in centimeters. We divide with the number of pupils. Remember, this is the mean height of the pupils, which we have said that for us to get the mean height of the 10 pupils, it will be the sum of the total heights of the 10 pupils. We divide with the number of pupils. We can proceed to take the sum of the heights of the pupils. Remember, we are given the heights of the pupils. We are going to take the sum of the heights of the pupils. We have 169, we had 173, we had 158, we had 170, we had 159, we had 171, we had 163, we had 159, we had 180, and finally we had 167. In this case, when we take the sum of the heights in centimeters, we are going to get 1,669 centimeters. Remember, this 1,669 centimeters here is the sum of the heights of the 10 pupils. And remember, we are asked the mean. We said that for us to get the mean, we are going to take the sum of the heights of the 10 pupils. We divide with the number of pupils. We can proceed to search for the mean. The mean height in our case will be 1,669 centimeters. We divide with the number of pupils, which is 10. 1,669 centimeters. When we divide with 10, we are going to get 166.9 centimeters. Therefore, the mean height of the 10 pupils will be 166.9 centimeters. Our correct answer is D. Hali and Maingi sat for 5 subjects in an examination. The total marks for Maingi were 15 less than those of Hali. The mean mark for Hali was 65. What was the mean mark for Maingi? We can proceed to solution. In our case, we have Hali and Maingi. We are told that Hali and Maingi sat for an examination test. They did 5 subjects. We are also told that the total marks for Maingi were 15 less than those of Hali. We are also told that the mean mark of Hali in this case was 65 marks. We are asked the mean mark for Maingi. For us to get the mean mark for Maingi, we are first going to search for the total marks for the Hali of the 5 subjects. In this case, for us to get the marks of Hali for the 5 subjects here, we are going to take the mean we multiply with the number of subjects. The mean of Hali, we are told that was 65 marks, and the number of subjects here, they were 5. Therefore, the marks of Hali were 65 times 5 to give us 325 marks. Remember, these 325 marks are the marks of the 5 subjects which Hali sat an examination. We can proceed to search for the marks of the Maingi. And we are told that the marks of Maingi, they were 15 less the marks of Hali. For us to get the marks of Maingi, we are going to take the marks of Hali, we subtract 15. Therefore, the marks of Maingi will be the marks of Hali, which is 325 marks, we subtract 15. 325, when we subtract 15, we are going to get 310 marks. And remember, we are asked the mean mark for Maingi. For us to get the mean mark for Maingi, we are going to take the total marks of the 5 subjects, we divide with the number of subjects. In this case, the mean mark here for Maingi, it will be the total marks of the 5 subjects, which is 310. We divide with the number of subjects, which is 5. 310, when we divide with the 5, we are going to get 62. Therefore, the mean mark for Maingi was 62. Our correct answer is B. The mean mass of 4 pupils was 49.5 kilograms. When the mass of another pupil and a teacher were included, the mean mass became 53 kilograms. If the mass of the pupil was 16 kilograms less than that of the teacher, what was the teacher's mass? We can proceed to solution. In our case here, we have the mean mass of 4 pupils. We are told that the mean mass of the 4 pupils was 49.5 kilograms. We are also told that another mass of her teacher and her pupil were added. When this mass of the teacher and the pupil were added, the mean mass became 53 kilograms. We are told that the mass of the teacher which was added was 16 kilograms more than the mass of the pupil. Therefore, if the teacher here was X, the pupil was X minus 16. From there, we can proceed to search for the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils. For us to get the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils, we are going to take the mean of the 4 pupils, which is 49.5 kilograms. We multiply with the number of pupils, which is 4. 49.5 kilograms, when we multiply with 4, we are going to get 198 kilograms. This 198 kilograms is the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils. From there, we can proceed to search for the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils together with the mass of the teacher and the pupil. In this case, we are told that the mean of the 5 pupils together with the teacher is 53 kilograms. From there, we can proceed to search for the sum of the mass of the 5 pupils together with the teacher. For us to get the sum of the mass of the 5 pupils together with the teacher, we are going to take the mean of the 5 pupils together with the teacher. We multiply with the number of people. In this case here, the number of people will be 6. This is because we have 5 pupils and a teacher to give us 6 people. Therefore, the sum of the mass of the 5 pupils together with the teacher will be the mean, which is 53 kilograms. We multiply with 6. 53 kilograms, when we multiply with the 6, we are going to get 318 kilograms. Remember, this 318 kilograms comprises of the mass of the 4 pupils together with the mass of the teacher and the pupil. We can proceed now to search for the mass of the teacher and the pupil. For us to get the mass of the teacher and the pupil, we are going to take the sum of the mass of the 5 pupils together with the teacher. We subtract the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils. Remember, the sum of the mass of the 4 pupils is 198 kilograms. The sum of the mass of the 5 pupils together with the teacher is 318 kilograms. We can proceed to search for the mass of the teacher and the pupil which was added. In this case, it will be 318 kilograms. We subtract 198 kilograms. 318 kilograms, when we subtract 198 kilograms, we are going to get 120 kilograms. And this 120 kilograms is the mass of the teacher together with the pupil. From there, we can proceed to search for the mass of the teacher and the pupil. We are told that the mass of the teacher exceeds the mass of the pupil with 16. Therefore, if the teacher is represented with x, the pupil will be x minus 16. In this case here, we have x, which represents our teacher, plus x minus 16, which represents the pupil, should give us 120 kilograms. Remember, this 120 kilograms is the mass of the teacher and the pupil. We want to search for the mass of the pupil and finally the mass of the teacher. We can collect our like terms together. X plus x will give us 2x minus 16 is equals to 120 kilograms. In this case here, 16 has a subtraction sign. When it crosses the equal sign, it will change to be plus 16. Therefore, it will be 2x is equals to 120 plus 16. 2x in our case is equals to 120 plus 16 to give us 136. Remember, we want to search for the value of x. We are going to divide both sides with 2 to remain with x. Our x is equals to 136 divided by 2 to give us 68. From there, we said that the teacher is represented with x. Therefore, if the teacher is represented with x, our x, we have found that is 68 kilograms. Therefore, if the teacher is 68 kilograms, the pupil here will be x minus 16. Therefore, the pupil will be x, which is 68 minus 16. 68, when we subtract 16, we are going to get 52. In our case, we are asked the mass of the teacher. Therefore, the mass of the teacher is 68 kilograms. Our correct answer is D. The mean height of 8 handouts is 1 meter 42 centimeters. The height of 6 of the handouts were recorded as follows. We have 1 meter 36 centimeters, 1 meter 41 centimeters, 1 meter 52 centimeters, 1 meter 30 centimeters, 1 meter 50 centimeters, and finally 1 meter 37 centimeters. The remaining 2 handouts are of equal heights. What is the height of each of the remaining handouts? We can proceed to solution. In our case here, we have 8 handouts. We are told that the mean height of the 8 handouts is 1 meter 42 centimeters. We are also given the heights of the 6 handouts. The heights of the 6 handouts are as follows. We have 1 meter 36 centimeters, 1 meter 41 centimeters, 1 meter 52 centimeters, 1 meter 30 centimeters. We also have 1 meter 50 centimeters, and finally 1 meter 37 centimeters. We are told that the 2 remaining handouts here are of equal height. We are asked the height of each of the 2 remaining handouts. Our first step, we are first going to search for the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts. Remember, we are given the mean as 1 meter 42 centimeters. We can proceed to search for the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts. For us to get the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts, we are going to take the mean, we multiply with the number of handouts. We can proceed to search for the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts. We have meters and centimeters. We have 1 meter and 42 centimeters. Remember, this 1 meter 42 centimeters is the mean of the 8 handouts. The number of handouts, they are 8 handouts. We can now proceed with our multiplication. We are first going to multiply the centimeters. In this case, 42 centimeters, when we multiply with 8, we are going to get 336 centimeters. Remember, we want first to change this 336 centimeters into meters and centimeters. And 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. Therefore, we are going to divide with 100 centimeters. This will give us 3 meters 36 centimeters. On the side where we have the centimeters, we are going to record 36 centimeters. We are going to carry these 3 meters to the side where we have the meters. We can now proceed to multiply the meters. It will be 1 meter times 8 to give us 8. Remember, we have 3 meters which we carried. Therefore, it will be 8 plus 3 to give us 11 meters. In our case, the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts will be 11 meters 36 centimeters. And we want to search for the heights of the 2 remaining handouts. We can now proceed to search for the sum of the heights of the 6 handouts. In this case, we are going to add the heights of the 6 handouts. We have the meters and centimeters. We have 1 meter 36 centimeters. We are going to add 1 meter 30 centimeters. We are first going to add the centimeters side. 36 centimeters, when we add 30 centimeters, we are going to get 66 centimeters. 1 meter, when we add 1 meter, we are going to get 2 meters. We are also going to add 1 meter 41 centimeters. We first add the centimeters side. 66, when we add 41, we are going to get 107 centimeters. 2, when we add 1, we are going to get 3. We are also going to add 1 meter 52 centimeters. We first add the centimeters side. 107, when we add 52, we are going to get 159. 3 meters, when we add 1 meter, we are going to get 4 meters. We are also going to add 1 meter 50 centimeters. We first add the centimeters side. 159, when we add 50, we are going to get 209 centimeters. We add the meters side. 4, when we add 1, we are going to get 5. We have 5 meters 209 centimeters. We can proceed to add 1 meter 37 centimeters. We first add the centimeters side. 209, when we add 37 centimeters, we are going to get 246 centimeters. We can add the meters side. 5, when we add 1, we are going to get 6 meters. Therefore, the sum of the heights of the 6 handouts will be 6 meters 246 centimeters. Remember, we have to change these 214 centimeters into meters and centimeters. We can proceed to change these 246 centimeters into meters and centimeters. We are going to take 246 centimeters, we divide with 100. This will give us 2 meters 46 centimeters. In our case here, we are going to record 46 centimeters. Then these 2 meters, we are going to carry them to this side. Therefore, we are going to add 2 meters here. 6 meters, when we add 2 meters, we are going to get 8 meters. The sum of the heights of the 6 handouts will be 8 meters 42 centimeters. And we want to search for the heights of the 2 remaining handouts. For us to get the heights of the 2 remaining handouts, we are going to take the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts. We subtract the sum of the heights of the 6 handouts. We can proceed to take the difference. In this case, the sum of the heights of the 8 handouts, we found that is 11 meters 36 centimeters. the sum of the heights of the 6 handouts we have found that is 8 meters 46 centimeters. We can now proceed to take the difference. We have the meters and centimeters. We have 11 meters and 36 centimeters. We have 8 meters and 46 centimeters. We are going to take the difference. In this case, we are first going to subtract the centimeters side. We have 36, we subtract 46. 36 cannot subtract 46. Therefore, we are going to borrow 1 meter from 11. Remember here, 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. We are going to borrow 1 from 11 meters to remain with 10 meters. We have borrowed 1 meter in the form of 100 centimeters. Therefore, we have 100 centimeters, we had 36 centimeters. This will give us 136 centimeters. 136 centimeters, we are going to subtract 46. 136 centimeters, when we subtract 46 centimeters, we are going to get 90 centimeters. Therefore, on the centimeters side, we are going to record 90 centimeters. We can now subtract the meters. 10 meters, when we subtract 8 meters, we are going to get 2 meters. Remember this, 2 meters, 90 centimeters is the sum of the heights of the 2 remaining handouts. We are asked the height of each handout. And we were told that the 2 remaining handouts are of the same height. Therefore, we are going to take the sum of the heights of the 2 remaining handouts we divide with 2. It will be 2 meters 90 centimeters we divide with 2. 2 meters 90 centimeters, when we divide with 2, we are going to get 1 meter 45 centimeters. Remember, this is the height of one handout. We have said that the height of each handout here of the 2 remaining handouts will be 1 meter 45 centimeters. In our case here, our correct answer is D. The number of pupils present in a class in a certain week is shown in the table below. We have the days of the week and the number of pupils. On Monday, they were 45. On Tuesday, 36. On Wednesday, they were 43 pupils. On Thursday, they were 45 pupils, and on Friday, they were 41 pupils. What was the mean attendance for the class that week? We are asked the mean attendance for the class that week. For us to get the mean attendance for the class that week, we are going to take the sum of the number of pupils who were present in that 1 week. We divide with the 5 days of the week. We can proceed to solution. In our question, we are asked the mean attendance for the class. And we have said that for us to get the mean attendance for the class, we are going to take the sum of the number of pupils who were present in those 5 days of the week. We divide with the number of days of the week which the pupils attended the class. In this case, we can proceed to search for the sum of the number of pupils who were present. We are told that in the Monday there were 45 pupils. Therefore, we are going to add 45 with 36. We also had 43. We also had 45, and we had 41. Remember, on Monday the pupils who attended were 45. On Tuesday they were 36. On Wednesday 43. On Thursday 45, and on Friday 41. Therefore, 45 when we had 36, when we had 43, when we had 45, and when we had 41, we are going to get 210. The number of the days which the pupil attended the class were 5 days. Therefore, the mean attendance will be the sum of the pupils who were present in that class. We divide with the number of days, which is 5. 210 when we divide with 5, we are going to get 42. In this case, the mean attendance for the class was 42. Our correct answer is B.